Hello and a very warm welcome to Crafted at Kumbi's. Hope you are all doing great. Thanks a lot to everyone that has subscribed to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click on the subscribe button and hit on the notification bell so that you get notified each time I put up a video. Thanks for all the likes and comments. Don't forget to do so at the end of this tutorial too. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make a Bolero jacket with some leftover sequence fabric that I have. If you are interested in this type of tutorial, please watch till the end. To get started, the materials we'll be using for this tutorial are the fabric we're going to use. The leftover fabric I have is sequence. It looks so pretty. Our lining, chalk, tape measure, scissors, straight and curved rulers. Okay, so let's jump straight into the tutorial. Starting with our basic bodice pattern, we get our pattern paper, place it on fold. I've drawn my guideline at the top of my pattern paper. Then I begin to impute my measurement. I'll be using a length of 13 inches. So I'll mark 13 inches there. I'll mark it at the other side as well. I'll draw a line to connect them both. On the guideline, put in your shoulder measurement divided by 2. You mark it there. Then you insert your neck width measurement. I'll be using 3.5. I mark it. I'll come down by 1.5 inches for my shoulder slope, and I'll also mark my armhole length. I'll connect the point to the neck width to form my shoulder slope. I'll also connect the slope to the point to form my armhole length. Extend a line from that point to form the chest line. Then, taking the bust circumference divided by 4 plus 1/2 inch for ease, place your measuring tape from the center front and extend it to the chest line you just made and mark your measurement. Using the under bust circumference or waist circumference, depending on what point you want the length of your jacket to be, divide it by 4 and make your mark on the line you drew for your total length. Connect this mark to the one that you made on your chest line. I hope you understand so far, but if it's not very clear, you can watch my basic bodice tutorial. I'll leave a link in the description box below, or you can leave me a comment. I'll be glad to respond, okay? Mark half of your armhole length and go in by 3/4 inch. Put your mark, then use your ruler to connect it to make your armhole curve. From the center point of your armhole length, make your back armhole using your curved ruler. From the neck width, draw the shape of the curve you want your front jacket to look like, just like I am doing here. You can make it any depth you want. Then go ahead to form your curve and connect it to the hemline you made earlier on and end it at the side seam of the pattern. Sorry, the pencil is not so clear, but it's because I need to draw the shape of the jacket to my satisfaction. Then I'll use the marker to show the final result. I'll be creating the back neckline. I'll measure just 1/2 inch instead of the standard 1 inch because I want the scallop edge of the fabric I'm using to give it a form of high neck at the back. I have used my marker to highlight the pattern. You must not necessarily do exactly what I've done. You can create your own style or design. So I'll go ahead and cut out the pattern. Place the cutout pattern on a pattern paper on fold to cut out the back pattern, and then finish up the cutting of the front pattern. Next, we'll be transferring our pattern onto our lining and the fabric. I've gone ahead to cut out both front and back lining and have added 1/2 inch for shoulder, side seam, and hem allowance. Before I transfer the pattern onto the fabric, I'll cut out my scalloped edge, adding about 1/2 inch to join it to the jacket. Place the cutout lining on the fabric and cut out both front and back bodies. I have both my lining and my fabric cut out, so what I'll do next is to join each of them, both on the side seam and on the shoulder. I have drafted out my sleeve pattern. Just in case you don't know how to create a sleeve, I'll leave a link in the description box below where you can watch the tutorial, so I'll go ahead and cut it out. I'll transfer the pattern onto my fabric and cut out both sleeves. So I've joined the fabric at the side and shoulder. I've done the same thing for the lining as well. So I'll show you how to place the scallop. Please watch closely. Place the scallop right side facing right side of the fabric on the hem. Starting from the side seam allowance, you start stitching, but when you move towards the curve, you have to stitch it slowly and kind of gathering the scallop just a bit, just like you see me do, so that when you are done and we press, it will give us a flat effect because the scallop is not unbiased. This method is just for the curved area. Then you can go ahead and continue stitching the rest. When you get to the point where you started from, stitch both ends of the scallop together and stitch it down to the fabric. I'm done stitching the scallop all round. You can see the beauty is already coming out. You can see what it looks like in the inside. Okay, so I'm turning the jacket inside out right now. Then I'll place our lining right side facing right side of the fabric, and I'll put it in the fabric. Okay, so make sure your scallop is lying flat inside the fabric, so you use the lining to cover it up, and we'll stitch it at about 1/2 inch all around. Okay, stitch it 1/2 inch all around. Just take your time so that you get something really nice. I'm done stitching and see what it looks like so far. Okay, so I'll go ahead and turn it inside out through the armhole because that place is not closed up. So we'll turn it inside out through the armhole. Then we'll give it a good press. This is what it looks like after we have given it a good press. You see everything laying nice and flat. You can see. So it's just the armhole. We need to fix our sleeves right now. So we'll go ahead and close up the sleeves on the allowance. I just discovered I had some scallop left. So what I'll do is I'll cut out 1.5 inches from the sleeve and I'll attach the scallop to the sleeve. Okay, so I'll measure out 1.5 inches. I'll cut it out because the scallop is about 1.5 inches too. So I'll join it at the sleeve. Okay, so I have joined the sleeve on the allowance and on the hem too. So after that, what I'll do is to attach it to the jacket. With right side facing right side, place the sleeve on the jacket at the side seam of the armhole, touching the side seam of the sleeve. You can pin all round and adjust where necessary before stitching all round. Do same for second sleeve, then give it a good press and we're done. So see what I have right now. It's looking so beautiful. This is what it looks like. Everything looking nice and flat. You can see the scallop at the edges. And you can see the shoulder also. To the scallop at the wrist. You can see the neck, the back neck, just a little high. It brings out the beauty of the jacket. If you have enjoyed this tutorial or found it helpful, please like, share and leave your comments in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please click on that icon so that I can be encouraged to bring you much more tutorials. Thanks for watching and see you all next time. Bye.